Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and today it's a quick one from me. Time's a bit tight at the moment, but I have come to a decision about one of my cars, so let's show you which one.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
Yes, the last few kind of non-show videos I've made have all been BMW, so don't think I'm all about the BMWs now. I'm very much about the BMWs, but it's still mainly about the MG Rover stuff, so panic not. Now, obviously, you know, I got the Poseidon ZT 190 a few months ago, probably 3 months ago now, but it doesn't seem it, which left me with a quandary about this car, and I have finally made a decision about Huzzly, who's parked up here at home. So I am going to sell him. I'm not going to advertise him quite yet. I'm going to use this video as an invitation for you guys to get in touch. This is a car that's come a long way under my ownership. So when I got him, you may remember the story of Huzzly. Go back to one of my early videos and I did a test drive of him. Yeah, so he was in a pretty shocking state. So we had some nasty aftermarket wheels, the brakes were all failed, the exhaust was, I think all three pieces of the exhaust were full of holes. There was what else was wrong? Headlining was pretty much non-existent. The belts hadn't been done. Oh, there was so many airbag lights on, ABS faults. It was just a real catalogue of problems, but I'm not going to get in him because he's a nice car to sit in. I do like sitting in Huzzly. Headlining was done. We've got this lovely black faux suede headline that Austin actually did for himself and then decided to put in this car, which was very, very kind of him. So internally, what have I done? Obviously, it's had new seats. So these black Monacos are from Project Nigel. So yeah, we put those in because he had some rather ripped Aztec. So bolster was gone. Even the back bolster was gone, which is really unusual. So the seats were shagged. I've gone as far as buying or sourcing new old stock, genuine. Excuse the receipt on the floor there. New old stock floor mats. I've just noticed there's a spider's web there, which isn't so good. And then I put a black oak dash in, so you can see even the very difficult to get out gear sticks around is black oak, so it looks a lot better. And he's got this rather nifty Sony DAB touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, all singing, all dancing screen. So I know some people, you've got to have the Highline, but Highline's out of date. Let's be honest about it. It's a lovely system, but it is very out of date. So this is perfect. You can plug your phone into it. So you've got your Google Maps or whatever sat nav you use. Got the Apple Music. I mean, I'm an Apple phone person, so Apple Music, Spotify. You can play everything through there. Yes, I've got a massive CD collection, but you can't always. You've got to keep up with the time. So yeah, this DAB unit's very good. Air conditioning is fixed, so had it regassed, but also there was some pipe work with a leak, so that works. Actually blows cold, which is really nice and quite unusual. And then extra, so it had some welds. It had a sill welded up, jacking point welded up. Trying to think where else he's been. Had numerous oil changes to keep flushing the engine through. He's a good car, and it's a really hard decision to make to sell him. Okay, got the unit, but space up there is limited. Don't really want to take another unit yet anyway. Poseidon needs to stay indoors. I can't keep two. I've managed to sell one ZT this year. Diana's still just for sale. But I don't need two 190s, and I really want to put my efforts, as I said to you in a previous video, I've obviously got Brams about to be fixed up. I'm going to do a video on Bram and Biomorphic fairly soon, to update you on those two cars especially, because they're both got bodywork issues that need sorting out. So I've got to think of, ploughing funds into those rather than dipping into savings, which I don't really like doing. I like cars to kind of, now I'm up and running, I like cars to finance themselves. Shut that door because that interior light's on. I like cars to finance themselves. I really do. Poseidon ZT is hopefully not going to cost a lot to put right, because it's really internal. It's the interior that needs to be done to put things right. But I've got this car, and if I'm going to go to a show, it's an MG Rover show. Am I going to take Poseidon or am I going to take this? I'm going to take Poseidon. It's really as simple as that. I don't need this car as a daily, because this was my daily for quite some time. But I've got the 330D for that specific reason. It's it's not the tidiest car in the world. It's mechanically, it's fine, but it's it's a diesel that I can use and abuse, get good MPG, especially driving round the local area where you're not getting on a decent run and getting good economy. So that's going to be the daily hack, the car to sort of lump stuff around. I've been using this car to lump stuff around, and really, with the money I've spent on it and the time that's gone into it, it's not really the right thing to do to be using this car as a load lugger. So he's going to go. So what I'm saying is, I'm not going to put a Facebook Marketplace advert out there yet. I'm not going to name a price now. If you're interested in Huzzly, he's a really nice 115,000 mile, I think. I need to check. I can't remember. 100 and... Oh, go on, off you go, service. Telling me I've still got 15,000 miles till the service. 116,600 miles. It sounds a lot, but it's not for a 20... This car was built in late 2002. That's nearly 22 years ago. So 116,000 miles divided by 22 is not very many per year. Think of it like that. But yeah, he's a good car. He's got he's going to be on. He's actually not going to be on these Apex wheels. I'll get out because we'll have a little look at the outside. Going to be sitting reminiscing on the inside, but. Yeah, he won't be on these Apex. These Apex are actually shadow chrome, and they're going to be going on Poseidon. And I'll keep Poseidon's current Apex, Austin's old ones, as a spare set. But I'm going to put this car on straights, because they're the wheels this car should be on. So yes, there'll be a set of straights and a spare straight as well. So that's the 16 spokes, and I think that will actually look better. It's what it should be on. These are later ZT wheels, and I like things to be correct. Obviously, if someone wants to make me an offer for a set of Apexes as part of the package, then I'm always willing to listen to that kind of thing. But yeah, not going to name a price. If you're interested in Huzzly, get in touch. Royal blue, it's rare colour for a ZT. It's got the chrome. People think, oh, it's a 75. It's not. It was a no-cost option to have the chrome waist trim on these. Yeah, the roof's come up all right. I remember I did a video on detailing that or paint correcting that a little while ago. Obviously, it'll be a lot cleaner. I'm going to get him out this week and give him a run and just do a couple of sort of pre-photograph jobs. I will do some photographs just ahead of a Facebook list. It'd be nice if he stays within the community. Really nice for him to stay in the community. I would very much like that. I just need to polish where the badges were, as I have debadged him because the badges weren't right. And I want him to look nice, so get in touch. There we are. Difficult video for me to make. I never thought I would sell this car, but I never thought I'd buy Poseidon, and I've got to make a decision on which one stays and which one goes. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share if you want to see what's going to happen with the rest of my fleet. Obviously this one will no longer be featured in any videos because he's going to be sold. Yeah, it's funny. I'm planning to make a series on doing a few more vanity items to this car, but it's not going to happen. But someone else can take this car on and keep him on the road. I saved it. I've done I'm part of Save Our Zeds or the Z Register, and this one was destined for the scrap. So I've done my job. I've saved a Z, got him back on the road. he's not been off the road since I've had him, which is other than when he was having his sill welded up. So he's good to go. And it's a non-problematic car, this one, which is really nice. I'll be sorry to see him go, but he's got to go. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.